Ben Johns here, reporting live from the Masters tournament. Here we go. We got it.
7 minutes of world number 1 player Ben Johns smashing opponents. Ben Johns is widely regarded as the best pickleball player of all time, with more than 50 PPA titles and counting, and more triple crowns than any other man in professional pickleball history. He is destined for the Pickleball Hall of Fame. At only 23 years old, he is one of the youngest players on the PPA Tour. He plays with his signature Jula Hyperion CFS 16mm paddle, which he helped design. Hello, and welcome to Pro Pickleball Media. In today's video, we're going to look at the best performance and pro techniques of world number 1 player Ben Johns. We are going to dissect some of his most outstanding games and identify the key tricks and tips that enable him to win consistently. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications. Let's dive right into the video. If you haven't heard about pickleball yet, you will soon. It is the country's fastest growing sport. In a nutshell, pickleball is an addictive hybrid of badminton, table tennis, and tennis. Ben Johns, a top pickleball player, argues that age is absolutely irrelevant. It can be played by anyone, and it's a lot of fun. And the first day is a lot of fun. The native of Gaithersburg was majoring in materials science and engineering at the University of Maryland, while competing in pickleball events. His recent graduation was in May. He describes balancing his education with professional athletics as requiring a lot of time management, and you get pretty good at cramming. 3 hours a day, 6 days a week of practice paid off. Since he was a child, Johns has played both tennis and table tennis. He's pretty good at both, and he helped his older brother, Colin Jonz, train for the pro tennis circuit. Johns played pickleball for the first time when he was 17 and on vacation in Florida in 2016. A few months later, he took 5th place in men's pro singles at the U.S. Open Pickleball Championships. Johns started to play in tournaments more often. A little less than a year later, in the Riverbend RV Resort Pickleball Tournament, he won his first gold medal. Johns went back to the U.S. Open the next year and won gold in men's pro singles. Soon after that, Johns won 3 gold medals at the Canadian Nationals, which propelled him to the top of the sport. In his professional life, Johns has won more than 50 gold medals, 11 of which were triple crowns, gold medals in all 3 events. When Johns won the Tournament of Champions in Brigham City, Utah in 2019, he became the first professional male player to win a triple crown at one of the world's 3 biggest pickleball tournaments. Johns won the triple crown at the U.S. Open in 2021, which is one of the most difficult things to do in sports. His unbeaten streaks in men's singles and mixed doubles since July and August 2019 best show how good he is. Ben Johns signed a 3-year sponsorship deal with Franklin Sports in 2019. On April 1st, 2022, Johns and Jula Pickleball, a global sports goods company based in Rockyville, Maryland, where Ben Johns grew up and used to play table tennis, signed a new partnership agreement. Talking about pickleball, Ben elucidates that, yes, we have our 3 divisions, men's, doubles, mixed doubles, and singles are available to us. A triple crown is when a player wins all 3 divisions in the same tournament. Ben has also won the Triple Crown in 14 career professional competitions. Additionally, the young entrepreneur owns 2 pickleball establishments. You may play and learn pickleball while on vacation with Pickleball Getaways, online educational materials offered by Pickleball 360. He declares, "I adore my degree, but I won't be using it. Pickleball will be my sole sport going forward." Ben has witnessed the sport's popularity soar, particularly during the epidemic. In the United States, there were 4.8 million pickleball players in 2017, an increase of 14.8% from the year before, according to the Sports and Fitness Industry Association. In 1965, Bainbridge Island in Washington became the birthplace of pickleball. Ben speculates that they were attempting to play badminton but were unable to do so since they lacked a birdie, and he suggested lowering the net with using a wiffle ball and wooden paddles. He claims that a pickle boat inspired the sport's name. In other words, those who don't make the swimming team, they create a pickle boat out of the leftovers. So it's a sports leftover. Pickleball then. Ben advises trying it out on your own. Get a paddle and having fun. I've seen folks become addicted after their very first game. As pickleball is gaining popularity and attention, so it makes sense that more and more businesses would be drawn to the sport to increase brand awareness. And as a result, some of the best athletics will be able to sign contracts and build a respectable career. What was long thought to be an elderly people's sport is quickly gaining popularity among younger audiences as well. In pro tournaments held across the USA, players in their 20s are contending for top honors. Interesting, Ben's older brother Colin Johns preferred tennis to pickleball and was also a tennis player. On the ATP rankings, Colin was ranked 978th in the world. A curious fact about him is that he used to play tennis with 2 backhands, but no backhand. However, it's not the interesting part. Baseball was his first love, but he gave up the sport at the age of 14, switching to tennis at the age of 16. After the 2018 tennis season was finished, Colin switched to pickleball, where he's currently building a name for himself. Colin decided to team up with his younger brother, Ben, and following in his brother's footsteps, received a sponsorship deal with Prince Pickleball. As the national champion, Jonz has assumed the role of pickleball's unofficial spokesperson. Jonz is a serial entrepreneur with a growing portfolio of businesses, including Pickleball Getaways, a travel company that organizes beach holidays focused on pickleball, and a Bitcoin index fund. Like it seems like all great athletes these days. However, his main extracurricular goal appears to be expanding the popularity of pickleball. He just started a firm that produces instructional videos called Pickleball 360 and co-hosts the Freestyle Boys, the premier pickleball podcast. Additionally, Ben Johns and Deckel Barr, 2 more professional pickleball players, funded Pickleball Getaways in 2019, a business that combines trips for far-flung locations with one-site pickleball lessons. The Mayan Riviera, Ecuador, the Dominican Republic, Richmond, BC, and many other places have already been visited by Johns and Barlin excursions. Ben Johns, his brother Colin Johns, and Deckel Barr launched the Pickleball 360 instructional video subscription business in 2021. Access to the service's instructional videos from the aforementioned pro players is available with a monthly or yearly membership. Ben Johns introduced elog.com, a platform for investing in a cryptocurrency index fund, in 2021. And speaking about the immense growth of pickleball, Ben Johns said, "The game's accessibility and enjoyment make it the most important factor. You may play it without much prior knowledge and engage in rallies and competitive point games with your friends. As you play more, you may also observe your own natural improvement, which is incredibly satisfying. Beyond that, the community is fantastic and diverse. Even simply on the Pickleball Getaway excursions, you meet a wide variety of individuals, all drawn together by their shared passion of pickleball. Pickleball has been popular among elderly players for a time, but younger players have contributed significantly to its recent expansion." Talking about the future of pickleball, Ben said, "I never would have imagined it would progress to this level when I initially started playing. With the investment in the sport's future, I can't tell with certainty what it will look like in 5, 10, or 15 years, but I'm eager to find out. In terms of competition, there's a lot more depth. More players are playing at a higher level and attempting novel strategies. Pickleball is cool because everyone is still learning how to play. It only recently gained popularity, so everyone is still working out the best strategy. Former ATP tennis players have just joined the PPA and have brought new player styles and strokes with them. One stroke that is increasingly popular among men is the two-handed backhand, despite the fact that it doesn't seem like it should be successful on a small court with a light ball." So what is your most favorite aspect about Ben Johns' pickleball game? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you soon with the next video. Thank you so much for watching.